Here at Tees Valley Community Church, we are experiencing a season of tremendous outpouring of God's grace and favour. As we've taken the good news of Jesus Christ out, God has extended us, He's expanded us, and He's grown nearly every area of our church life. And that includes coming to the point where nearly 1,000 people see Tees Valley Community Church as their spiritual home. We find ourselves in the position where we need to make more room and more space on Sunday mornings for people to come in and to encounter God. So we are going to go to 2 Sunday morning services. And the intention of those services is exactly that, to make more room for God's grace and favour, more room for people to encounter God. And we're starting those 2 services on the 23rd of March, and we'll be starting those services. Those services will be running at 9 a.m. in the morning and 11 a.m. in the morning. Now, there's lots of practical details and implications to be outworked, and we're talking with team leaders to that end to see how to best do that. But the big ask at this time is, will you join us in this faith journey? Will you position yourselves with Linda and myself and the rest of our leadership team to be in a position where God can do the more that He wants to do in us and through us? When I preached on the 27th of September, I shared 4 practical ways that we as individuals and as a church can position ourselves for what God wants to do at this time. One was to do with more space, and that was about going to 2 services. The second thing was about more help. If we're going to 2 services, we need more children's workers, more youth workers, more people involved with worship, more people helping with the technical side of things at the back, more welcoming, more stewarding, etc. We need more help. We also, if we're going to maintain a sense of building family and not just gather a crowd, we need more community group leaders, because that is the place where we best build family. And then finally, if we're to increase what we're doing and reach out further and make more room for all that God's wanting to do, guess what? We need more finances. And so at this time, we're calling the church, we're calling one another to a month of giving above and beyond what we normally give financially, so that we're in a place where we have all the resources we need to do all that God wants us to do. We are in an exciting season of God's grace and favour. Let's together position ourselves so that we will see the fullness of all He wants to pour out and do in us and through us, into our individual lives, into our families, into this church, Tees Valley Community Church, and into the Tees Valley area that God has called us to serve. These are exciting days. Let's position ourselves and go for God together.